First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Called out a very strong gain of 24. They run with Thomas. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Second down and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. Is a 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down and a yard. And they'll let Kupp run on the end around. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cooper Kupp, 48 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. Some strong running at the 20. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this was going to go back and forth.
And that probably will be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. Powers through it, and he goes out right around the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete. The Colts at 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights. It's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cooper Kupp, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start to... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one too low.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion, Slayton. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Cooper Kupp on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least...
He's got a man, complete! And out across midfield down to the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. That is going to tie the game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, with rush 1, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They go play action here on 1st down. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Colts. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the with the lead. They've also hard to get.
Extra point splits the offense. They will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it down to the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Algier. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Slayton going to take it from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Thomas. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Back to throw here. That'll be caught with St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Handing it off, right side, Algier. To about the 26 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, ready? One more stop.
that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cooper Kupp, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
What are you doing? Really?
Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on, everyone's celebrating over here. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18, 5 here. 70 Ranger. 19 right.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Well,
they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he's brought down, but boy, they needed that. Out across the 35-yard line. Nice play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Buffalo 18.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurry, 17. Dragon 60.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Colts, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.